In uptown Charlotte, nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Good team on it. Let him know. Why? Give it to him. Max, what? Hey, Mike, 2. Here we go.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch two. Hey. Shit.
Fournette running right. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike, 2. Record. Mike, 2. Watch 2.
Here's Walker from the gun on third down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A third down gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Two. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, two. Watch two. Watch two.
I'm trying to collect.
Two's the mic. I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check 43.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
You.
Mike two.
On third down, Walker. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to throw that one back.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up first and 10. first down. Walker going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
SOS. Hatchet. Shoot. Check. Crunch. Switch. Match box. Right. Switch ball.
Looking to throw. Walker looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones. 85 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Check 15. Check 15. 25 moment. Check 25.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 37.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Fournette. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
49, check 49, check 49.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Joker, 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 joker. Showing it, showing it. 66, pull it, high. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
On third down, Fournette. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Check, Henry. Check, check, check. Go like this. It's a party now. It's a party.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch two. Hey, pass here. Choose the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mike 2, Mike.
Now Walker, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now he's forced out left. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're...
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
He'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
58, come on. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Shoot. Tim. Watch the eye. Come. Check.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check three. 22, check. Follow. Check 22. Check. Crash. Yo, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Again, it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Mike 52, let's go. Now watch
Walker on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On third and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Safety screaming.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Trying to improvise. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Choose the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike,
to throw is Walker. Throwing on first down. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
throw. Walker looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Down. Get the flag. Line 59. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 24. Check 24.
They're going to run this with a tight end. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.